Kelly Krauskopf, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you were perfectly fine when Fever fans were bending over.
The entire basketball world is talking about what the president of the Indiana Fever recently said about Caitlin Clark. Additionally, I have to acknowledge that trying to minimize the significance of your motivation alters all franchise players. The reaction was fast and harsh. Karma is a humorous reminder of the true leader. The consequences of this mistake are utterly ludicrous. What do you suppose happens when companies try to reduce the number of their top stars? It appeared from player and staff reactions that someone had anticipated it happening at Indiana Fever. More than just Caitlin Clark, recording conversation regarding their plan. Brand development was a great idea because nothing conveys a good business strategy like publicly disparaging the individual who independently prevented your franchise from becoming completely irrelevant. Isn't that correct? The Fever leadership, I'm being courteous, addressing it as leadership here, discuss their objective of building a lasting brand in comments. Like Apple, Caitlin Clark's purpose in all of this is to ensure that everyone knows that they want to avoid depending too much on their core players because everyone is concerned about our group. Incidentally, corporate talk is a fundamental player. Let me describe how tone-deaf these comments were. This executive essentially told fans on social media that they wanted to maintain the franchise's growth and enthusiasm while also suggesting that Caitlin Clark, the person in charge of that growth and interest, shouldn't take precedence over. Focus McDonald's claims that they want to be known for more than just hamburgers while purposeful, trying to hide the Big Mac. Fans reacted swiftly, which is to be expected when you denigrate the intelligence. Social media users were yelling at the company for its total disconnection from reality. In all honesty, they deserved all of the misstatement. They achieved success. These astute business people appeared to overlook this. Before Caitlin Clark came, about 4,000 people were watching the Fever on a pleasant evening. Few people signed up since each game's television ratings were so poor. In the world of sports, it was practically impossible to predict the final ideas or the next group. When CC arrives, they start selling out arenas and keeping attendance figures, which are crucial for the national discussions. They believe this occurred as a result of their outstanding organizational structure, yet they are mistaken in their immense wisdom. They have a talent that has been handed down through the ages. Watching the basketball game piques people's genuine curiosity. The illusion is completely collapsing. The analogy to Apple is ludicrous, as Apple revolutionized the industry by centering their whole brand around cutting-edge goods. They made many attempts to minimize the iPhone or act as though the iPad didn't matter. They embraced their creative creations and built everything around them. This is exactly what the Fever should be doing. Some successful franchises have always ended with their stars. When you have Michael Jordan, you don't strive to lessen his impact. You center the entire enterprise around optimizing his potential. When you have Magic, you don't act as a team. Johnson would be equally well-liked. Without him, Showtime was not inadvertently created by the Lakers. The Bulls' rise to international fame was no accident. These develop as a result of astute groups discovering they had unique players and basing their entire identity on showcasing those abilities. However, it seems that trust ignored the heat brain that memo rather than recognizing that they had one. Caitlin Clark and the lottery. They are concerned about distributing the wealth and ensuring that